Hey, what's up everybody? This is Marshall Couture of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and this past year I decided to take on the Inktober challenge started by Jake Parker, where you do an ink drawing every day of the month in your sketchbook. And this is the sketchbook that I did it in. Wanna see? Come check it out.
Donkey Jaw Projects!
Alright, so here we go. When I first started, before the actual day, I got really excited about doing the challenge, so I actually did this the day before. This isn't an official Inktober piece necessarily, but I'm thinking about doing a actual like art book, like a small art book on all my Inktobers for 2016, and you know, this may very well be the cover. We shall see. Then I did this. There was different props, and I think this prompt was fast, but I kind of, when I first started, was trying to do some of my own props or combine other ideas with it. But yeah, I don't know, I thought this was just a clever, fun way to express fast. You can think fast, but you might not necessarily be fast. Here's another one. This one came out a little more complicated than I expected, but there you can see it a little better. But it ended up working out in the end, I think. I don't remember what the prompts were for everything. I think this one was like noisy. And here's another one. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. There we go. So here's another one. This one was more, I don't remember the prompt, but it kind of, I was trying to come up with kind of a theme here, so maybe you can kind of see what that is. Let's see, this one, trying to get the best view of it for you. Still working on my camera settings to get them right, but it says, "This is your brain on pan." Just like a zombie frying a brain, and it has to do with that old commercial, "This is your brain on drugs." Now for these I used like microns, and I used the Tombow. There's these Tombow brush markers. They're like gray. Here's a little portrait of my wife, which came out pretty cool. This one's interesting. This is one of those days I remember I was really tired, and you know, sometimes you're not sure what to do, so I kind of just did like a scribble, and then I like made something out of it. And yeah, most of these went towards the official Inktober prompts. And here's another one. This kind of crazy alligator crocodile monster. Some people running away. When I had the thought to do it, I always like to throw a little storytelling in there too, so there's that. Mic drop. This is actually my character Glyph from my comics. I make a comic called Glyph, some mini comics, and I did like a mic drop and had the mic all broken and stuff there. Hopefully it came across. I think this prompt was just like jump. So I just tried to find a creative way to illustrate jump, and you guys can decide whether that's very creative or not. Let's see, what was this one? I don't remember exactly, but another one where it's just like trying to be as imaginative as I can. So, you know, there's a rhino on a unicycle for you with like some Viking or Roman garb or something, some kind of warrior type thing. A lady praying and casting her cares on God. Kind of this one's a little bit of a different take on like Little Red Riding Hood. I think this prompt was literally tree, and if you notice, there's like all these little hands and stuff. I don't know, I went dark with this one. This is supposed to be like light shining through the top. It's like dark, but up above it's probably not as dark, but under the tree it's kind of super dark. Here's another one. Another trying to be imaginative. Escape artist. I have a podcast called the Escape Artist Podcast, and I think that's kind of what was in my mind when I was making this one. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? Typical, very well-known verse from, I think it's Chronicles, I'm not sure. It's one of the books talking about David, and this is David picking up the stones and with the slingshot and all that. It's like my own depiction of David. Nobody really knows what he looked like, so... Another one where it's just like, I didn't know what to draw, so I kind of scribbled something and came up with this like crazy locust monster kind of hanging on a tree, but it's like abstract and surreal. I was thinking a lot about aliens and weird alien conspiracies during the time that I did Inktober, so here's another one. Government official and an alien doing a little remote control spaceship flying. Here's another one. Really creepy alien. I'm not a wizard. I did this at the what's it called? It was the only convention I did this year, and it's up in Springfield, Massachusetts, and it's called the Bing Convention, BingCon, and it's kind of my home convention that I do every year. My friend from my hip hop group, I'm in a hip hop group called Shadow of the Locust, and this is one of the members, Sam Oxymoron. Just kind of a fun, like, splotchy portrait type thing of him. A race between 3 of the slowest creatures on Earth. That would be fun. This is my depiction of what maybe a Nephilim might have looked like. Nephilim are the term for giants in the Bible, and often they're talked about having red hair and 6 fingers and 6 toes on each hand and foot. So that was my try at that. I was listening to a podcast that was talking about like how amazing it is to look into like the DNA and how complex all that stuff is, and it's like a universe, whether you look small with a microscope or look large with a telescope. And so I wrote this thing observing the universe in both directions. This one, oh, I forgot. This one was definitely from the prompt, and I had this idea in my mind. This one took me a while to do, but I don't remember what the prompt was. It was maybe like trapped or something like that. But yeah, just a kid kind of stuck in this like protective cube bubble thing, and there's robots coming to attack him because the singularity has happened or something. Another one where it's like I was so tired, but I had to do something for Inktober, and I just thought like this idea of like robots, like having home robots, but then they like turn on you or whatever, and then it's just kind of funny because he's holding up a toy with like a laser gun. This was kind of a continuous line drawing, just something squiggly and fun. Probably another night I was really tired and just wanted to get something out, and still it captures the imagination, I think, and he's kind of like falling into the sun, and I mean that's kind of horrible, but interesting nevertheless. Peekaboo! This is kind of a self-portrait. I took a picture of myself doing this, and I'm sure this had to do with the prompt as well, but this was a more expressive, experimental piece that I think came out pretty cool. I catch wreck. You can tell I'm into hip-hop. So that's me. Not me, but that's just a character I came up with, and I wanted to incorporate words. I like to incorporate words into my illustrations, so this was me kind of practicing that. And this is the final day. All done, did all my artwork for Inktober successfully, and I'm happy to be done because it does take a lot of work, and so I'm shoving all my art supplies and my drawings off of the edge of the earth. But yeah, I don't know, it just was a fun little thing and almost cathartic just to do that, because sometimes it's a little stressful, but it is also super fun, this challenge. I mean, I'm telling you, I loved doing this challenge. I love working in ink. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. So there you have it, my 2016 Inktober, started by Jake Parker. I will put a link in the show notes if you want to join next year for Inktober. Let me know what you thought of the pieces, if you liked them, and I mentioned it in the video. Let me know if you think that I should print this up as a book. And you can find all my stuff at donkeyjawprojects.com or donkeyjawprojects on Instagram and Facebook. If you like this video, there's a lot more videos like this on my channel, so please subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what you thought. Alright, I will talk to you on the next video. Peace out.